Hello, everyone. I'm Christian, and this is Ray. And today we are reviewing what, sir?
Godzilla and Mothra. Oh, okay. I like that way movie better.
Godzilla versus Kong. And
Not Planet of the Apes.
not Planet of the Apes, but just as cool? Question mark. So this movie is the fourth in this cinematic universe. The first movie was 2014's Godzilla, starring Elizabeth Olsen and
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, but you already knew that. And then the next movie was Kong Skull Island. And then, with Millie Bobby Brown, Godzilla, King of Monsters. Millie returns in this, and right out of the gate, negative first. She sucks in both movies. I really liked her in Stranger Things. She's not good in this. I tried for the first time last night to watch King of the Monsters. I fell asleep. Hey, I can't review that movie fairly, but I just want to let you know. Millie, it's not your fault. Your character is just boring.
Yeah, no, obvious. Never. I mean, you're given the best.
Yeah.
You're an actor. You're given a script. You do it the best you can. So it's totally not your fault. It's totally not anyone's fault. It's
Right.
just the fact that you got a bad script. That's it. Or you didn't get any script. That's really it. Now, do I actually have a problem with her in this movie? She was just there,
Yeah, she, out of like the three characters that paired up, by the way, spoilers, Brian Tyree Henry and then the kid from Deadpool 2, she did nothing. I mean, they didn't do anything either, but at least they had like character traits, I guess. And it was like, what are we doing here? Every time they showed up, it was the most boring part. I was like, oh God, no wonder this movie is like, the pacing is off sometimes. But we all wanted the fight. That's what we came here for, right, Ray?
Honestly, yeah. What is it? You give personality to the monsters, and then that's the actual movie itself. That's where people are sold into it.
Yeah. That was actually like the coolest aspect of the movie that the other movies did not do. They gave characterization and personality to Mr. Kong. Because right out of the gate, he's like scratching his ass. And spoilers, he learned sign language. That was sick. I thought he was going to speak like Caesar in Planet of the Apes, bro.
It depends on where, because this is the first movie I actually saw with King Kong in it. I never watched Skull Island yet. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. That movie sucked.
No. That's actually... And right now, for this section of the review, I'm going to rank them.
Somebody said that, though, so that's what I'm saying.
My favorite of them is Kong Skull Island. So, surprise there. And then, I guess overall, this movie is fun to me. It's great as an entertainment value, but if you're looking for if you're like a true connoisseur of film, if you're looking for
connoisseur,
exactly, if you're looking for like deeper meanings or something, you will not find it here. This is what you're gonna get. Also, this might be one of the best versus movies I've seen. This was better than Batman vs Superman. Not gonna lie. Well, because like the fight was better.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
The fight, you got a lot of fights. You got like 3 fights here. And it delivered. What do you think?
The fact that it is a Batman vs Superman movie, again, spoilers, it's the kind of the reason why it's just like, I liked it, but at the same time, I knew what I was expecting.
Right.
I mean, you have anything, right? Any movie that says person versus, like, thing versus thing. You end up going to be, like, fighting, you're gonna team up in the end. Yeah. Now, I don't know. This is a Batman versus Batman versus Superman. I've been saying this right. Theory number 4. Or whatever I made now. Because, listen, Batman versus Superman. Yeah, they fought. Yeah. And they came together and fought Doomsday.
Right.
Major spoilers, right? King Kong fought Godzilla. And they fought Mechagodzilla.
Yeah. Bigger Godzilla.
Bigger Godzilla.
It was like...
formed by the people that we really don't care about.
Yeah. But like... Again, you just come here, you know what you're going to expect. And I thought it delivered. Because that Mechagodzilla fight was really cool. And my personal favorite was the Hong Kong fight. Where he first uses the axe. He's first using Mjolnir over here. He's like, I don't know, God of War Kratos. He has the axe. Bro, he was kicking Godzilla's ass. It was sick. But Mechagodzilla, that guy got beat by Mr. King Kong. And like, this movie is fundamentally, without a doubt, King Kong's movie.
You find out who the actual apex predator
Right.
is.
I thought that was cool.
But he didn't eat him this time. He would rip
the spine and everything, Mortal Kombat style.
Yeah,
man.
that was a Sub-Zero move.
Yeah, fatality everywhere.
Man.
Yo, speaking of eating things, he ate that one like bat creature in like the center of the universe.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Right?
Actually, wow.
Let's talk about that real quick, right? That I did not expect that at all. That was like, whoa, they're going like sci-fi over here. They went inside the middle of Earth, and inside of it is this upside down parallel world where there's a bunch of other monsters. I thought, oh, this opens up the lore, opens up the world building for future movies, while also not being like a force. Maybe it is, but to me it was like the coolest part of it, just to see that King Kong has a home now, because it was exciting to see him travel like to Antarctica or whatever. What was not exciting was seeing those characters travel.
Well,
to like Hong Kong.
No, I guess not.
Like the human characters.
Well, technically both on their side too. The only human character that was good, or that was actually meaningful to the story was the little
girl and Rebecca
girl.
Hall. I thought that was sick. Because it really brought some levity and like, not gravitas, but like humanity to it. Like, there were some like heartfelt moments just because of that girl alone. And the cinematography really helped capture that, because there's a lot of beautiful looking shots in this movie where they'll capture like
all done by CGI,
like freeze frame moments. Like I liked it when Godzilla is has a screaming match with King Kong, right when they like have a fight,
the angling,
and they try and like find out who's the real like alpha.
Mm-hmm.
Or the raindrop moments, or like the cityscape of Hong Kong with the neon lights. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, no, that was eye candy for me. So
yeah,
as much as I liked the second fight to it, I feel like one that's more realistic, it would probably be either the boat one.
The boat one.
The boat, the ship.
The show, yeah.
The ocean fight.
Ocean.
And.
Yeah. Godzilla.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say that the ocean fight was a lot more realistic of a fight, and
he was on his home turf.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He had like home advantage there.
Exactly.
It was like, oh.
Neon lights, too flashy.
I personally really like all that stuff. I was like, yo, that's very visual.
I like it, but I feel like they just went the extra mile and did that.
Mm.
You tried too much for one thing, and it's all of a sudden it's just like, all right, it's weird, and it's a different feel for it. Like, did you really want to watch a fight, or did you just want to see like a EDM concert, like one of those things?
Oh my! Next thing you know, it turns in like dubstep music, like Amazing Spider-Man 2 Electro fight.
Yeah.
So, to finish off this review, Ray, I want you to say some more negatives about it. I want you to really dig deep into this movie.
Literally, this guy comes to me and says, yes, I want you to say all the negatives because you fell asleep. Look, it's not a terrible movie, okay? If anything, I don't really rank anything that's bad. Like, I go from a 7 to a 10, and even 7 is like, okay.
Yeah.
I would go ahead and say rank this a 7, only because...
That's fair.
Yes, because I went into this movie looking for a fight between two monsters.
Oh, we got it, yeah.
And everything after that was just more of a side thing I just couldn't pay attention to it much. Now, I guess in your defense, if you really did like it, you had watched Godzilla 2014.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah, the original.
No, original.
The first Godzilla, King of Monsters, and you're a big fan of it. You probably watched Kong Skull Island. I only watched the 2014 movie.
Yeah. See, that's the personality. That's the perspective take
Mm-hmm.
I wanted you to deliver on this review. Because coming from a person that was only watched that one and couldn't really give a shit about any other ones, this movie is at best average to you.
Yeah.
Which is...
They did try to pull off a whole, like, lore behind it. Like, what did Godzilla really try? Like, why did he attack the humans in the first part of the movie? I didn't pay attention. I mean, like, I couldn't follow
There's all
along.
this science mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm. I was literally waiting for, okay, what it was nuclear, because that was a big thing in the 2014 movie.
Right.
And what was, like, a giant source of power that they tried to collect, seize, and everything. And all of a sudden they pull off a Pacific Rim.
Right. They pulled off a Pacific Rim job, and it was like, okay. Mm-hmm. If you're looking for true fans of like the 50s movies that's like, oh, yo, I want the deeper metaphorical themes of like Hiroshima and the bombings. You're not gonna get that here. It's just pure eye candy, pure entertainment bliss.
It's an eye candy movie.
I think one of my favorite YouTube movie reviewers says it best. This movie is like Taco Bell. And you know what you get. You value the entertainment of it, but it's not like the best thing in the world. Not even the best fast food thing.
And you hardcore shit after?
That's what you did. You did that before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, anticipation.
Sure. There you go.
But, you know, overall, I liked it. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 on an entertainment level. But on a, like a true thespian level, like a film thing, I guess a 6 or 7.
It's like a 6. What's that? In between decimals now?
Yeah, like a.
Not even the 10th place is like the 100th.
6.5. I don't know. But my true score is 8. I had a lot of entertainment value with this. I really liked it. I got what I wanted. I knew the characters were gonna start going into it because. Speaking of which, like the characters are not as good in this. Like I'll even go as far as to say like the Godzilla movie had better characters. The 2014 one, and they're like average at best too. So, you know, take that as what you will.
But don't worry, Millie, we still love you. Stranger Things season 4.
Alona Holmes, that was good. That was a good role for you.
Yeah.
But this, nah, it was, ain't cutting it. Anyways, that's our review. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you. Peace out. RJCXD. Now, hard cut. Dovi, what did you think about the movie?
This is me. All right. Camera. All right. So, hi. It's me. It's me. DOV. Anyway, I'm here to be a part of the Godzilla vs. King Kong review, which is, you know, it was good. It's a good movie. I don't know what my colleagues think about, but I thought it was great. It was quick. It was sweet. It was popcorn entertainment, as I would say. Cause, well, let's be honest. It's a movie about two giant monsters that fight, and that's pretty much the premise and the hook of the movie. Is that it's the fight, right? I don't know, there's something like animalistic, like and something in our like instincts. It can go back from the boxing ages, back to the Roman times when gladiators used to go into Colosseum and fight. What's the Greeks? Anyway, this movie was very good. Not 10 out of 10 worthy. Let's be honest, it's no freaking Snyder cut or like MCU type of movie, which is like they always put like different parts in different movies and connect it into one. I would say they tried to do something like that with the whole with the MCU, aka the Monster Cinematic Universe, but it didn't. I don't know. They tried. I'll give them credit. They tried to do something that not a lot of people can do, and they're still trying to this day. Okay, so like a lot of people wanted to have tried to do the whole story, like bigger story with different movies, this is one of them. Then of course the best example, Marvel. Then after that has been DC, and they're still trying. And also another one is the Mr. Glass Like they tried to do that also. That's what it reminded me of. But yeah, that's pretty much how they wanted to do a giant story and put them like comics, right? To get the story into another one. Anyway, let's talk about the movie more. So basically, this movie is very, 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 very action-packed, as in the monster scenes. And let's be honest, that's all we wanted to see. The monsters fight. And I think that's when the movie really shined, was when, you know, the CGI characters were in the movie. So some scenes with the humans didn't freaking, you know, it could have been out of there, let's be honest. And it was very unnecessary at times, but I think it was, you know, trying to put everything together. Yeah. But yeah, they tried what they, you know, what they got. Especially the actors. They were like, some lines were okay-ish, but like I said, we're here for the fights, not the human dialogue. So, as a fan of Godzilla and all these monster movies, I would say this movie's really, really strong. For like a fan of, you know, big monster flicks, it's very good. And you know, you get what you get what you pay for. Big giant monster fights, and they're good. Both of them, well, actually all three of, you know, the fights are very good. And found like little references in you know, for the original Godzilla versus King Kong, like when King Kong shoves the axe in Godzilla's mouth. It's a little reference when in the original where it's, King Kong shoves a tree in Godzilla's mouth. So that was a little fun little Easter egg. So overall, I would say that this movie is it's good. It's not something to, you know, to praise about, but for what it was, and for me, I feel satisfied with this movie. I mean, I got some cool scenes, some cool shots, and some cool fights. Plus, Mechagodzilla's redesign, I kind of digged it. He's like slimmer and, you know, a little bit quicker. And yeah, I liked it. Liked it very much. So, I guess we're giving grades. Overall, I would grade this movie a 8.5. It's good. Like, it's nothing to, you know, that was like super, you know, like hyped. Well, actually, there was some hype moments. Never mind, scratch that. It's a 9 for me. I really, when the fights were good, they were good. It grades it a little bit down because of the human scenes, except with the little girl. She was dope, and no, you know, the whole sign language, that was really good. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed the movie, and because I'm such a freaking destructive, like, I like to see, you know, big monkey and big lizard fights. Yeah, I think I liked it for me. So yeah, that was pretty much it. So yeah, overall, it's a lizard and a monkey, and they fight. And yeah, I don't know. And yeah, thank you for watching this review with Chris, Ray, and me, Dovey. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. I don't know what I'm doing. How the fuck do you turn this off?
I agree, Dovey.
You could probably cut it off here.
Yeah, just cut it there. Hurry it up, Dovey. You're talking too long.
Who would win the fight, Godzilla or El Chupacabra? I don't know.
Chupacabra?
No. What is Thanos and
Who would win, Hulk or Godzilla or Kong?
No, it's funny. There was actually an art piece I saw on Instagram.
Oh, really?
Hulk versus King Kong.
Whoa, who would win? Pretty sure Hulk would win.
Nah, I'm pretty sure King Kong.
Whoa, now that's a movie I'd like to see. Make that happen. Warner Brothers.
Oh, look at that! See, King Kong is part of the MCU now. What?
No,
He
you know
probably is,
who should
actually,
be
right?
part of this universe? I said this before. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So
I feel like he is.
he'll use Rampage, that movie. You know.
Yeah, I feel like he is. I don't know. It's bound to happen. Literally, Dan kept telling me there's a parallel to Journey to the Center of the Earth,
Oh yeah.
a movie by Brendan Fraser. And what's the sequel to it?
Journey to the Center of the Multiverse.
Freaking, it was an island, man. I don't even know what to say about that.
Oh yeah.
They literally just wanted to show off the Rock and his.
He's
Oh look!
pecs, bro.
Throw a pebble at me.
Oh.
It's just.
Well,
I didn't. I mean, I kind of enjoyed it when I was a kid, but now it's just like, okay, whatever. But someone tried telling me stuff like, "Oh, that's King Kong World." What? And then literally when they literally traveled to the center of the Earth, and they were in a spaceship, or I don't know what you want to call it, and they brought up magnetism, or was that the movie too? And I literally thought this was a Journey to the Center of the Earth movie.
yeah. Jeremy Johns said it best. He said like maybe they just stole scripts of other project and they just combined it into this one movie. Because this movie had like a mixed match of ideas.
What do you think about that at this point? Everyone just kind of getting moved, like it's just not being original anymore. I actually didn't like the fact that this was a Batman versus. I said this right.
That's how all versus movies are though.
Exactly.
Like I knew that going in. Like Freddy versus Jason was the same thing.
I thought Freddy died.
I think they had like multiple endings too. No, isn't that the movie that said like that Freddy's like a pedophile?
I don't remember.
I know there was some weird thing that happened there.
Alien versus Predator though.
Who won that? And then they fight. Did they fight someone?
Alien did. No. Predator did.
Yeah.
That I know for sure.
I
didn't watch that movie, but I did see clips.
I love it when versus movies like they don't do a tie. They tell you like he straight up won. I think in my opinion, King Kong straight up won, like without a doubt. That was my bet going into it.
In terms of like apex, I actually hate that word now.
Apex Predator.
Apex Predator.
I hate that word
sure,
too.
You
know why I hate that word? From Wonder Woman 1984. Good God.
Oh, really? Really?
Cheetah says that so much. I want to be an apex predator.
Yeah, I play the game. That's just it. But, yes, in terms of reigning conqueror, sure, King Kong did. But in that fight, though, it almost looked like Godzilla won that.
To me, I thought Godzilla got his ass whooped in like the first half. And then he only like came up on top during the Hong Kong fight. And then like he became cool again.
Yeah, you start
Yeah, there was definitely sympathetic moments with King Kong.
Godzilla.
And with Godzilla?
Are we really getting into this debate right now?
Yeah.
Actually,
I want to discuss the theology of this movie now.
Honestly, Dobie, what you gonna do? What you gonna talk about?
You better like pull out on top. Do better than us in this review.
I don't even know anymore. I was team King Kong, but at the same time, especially the fact that like Godzilla got his ass beat with a Mecha Godzilla, especially in the Japanese films.
Oh, that's another thing I want to discuss after you.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like they both. You know what? I'm gonna go with they both lost.
Really?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
They both lost for a second, but if anyone had to come out, or anyone who like had a second chance, like in Call of Duty when you get shot and then you're bleeding out, almost bleeding out, like Godzilla bled out. King Kong got revived by his,
That's
like,
true. He got revived by the.
he actually
the-
exactly.
the,
he actually did get revived.
He got CPR, bro. It was just crazy. No,
Right.
okay. Going into this, I knew that King Kong might actually like win, to the public opinion, because he only had one movie and then Godzilla had two. So I just knew he had the less screen time, so he would be the underdog. And looks like I was right. Predictable, or maybe I'm just smart. I don't know. No, I'm not. But we did, after this movie, we like to compare to the original, like, Mecha Godzilla fight. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. By compare, right after the movie, we literally just watched the scene of that.
We straight up made fun of it. It was fun. It was arguably better than the movie. Just kidding.
I guess.
But no, it was a
Arguably
fun
better.
time because we got to see how far special effects have come. That's something we didn't congratulate this
I mean,
movie
at least
for.
you get to see what Power Rangers looked like before.
Yeah, with the Zord shit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what came first, that or the Godzilla movie or Power Rangers, but either way, it really just had that same 2004
2004.
low budget.
This is like the 70s that we saw.
Oh well, I'm still comparing to Power Rangers.
Oh.
For me, I feel like I was let's do the math. I was born 1995. I'd say I started watching stuff like that when I was like in kindergarten. So it's like that is around like the 2000s.
You grew up with Power Rangers Wild Force. By the way, this video is now Power Rangers sponsored, so we're just going to talk about Power Rangers now. Thank you, Hasbro. I picked up the new Power Rangers Lightning Collection Zeo Green Ranger, by the way. It's cool. I'll leave a link to my personal channel. I made a review on that. Just kidding. Sorry, I didn't need the shell from our King Kong review.
Well, if you wanted to, you could anyway, because you just put it in.
Yeah.
Don't
edit that out.
You edit this later. Or Dovey does.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we talking about?
King Kong whooped his ass.
Oh no, the old movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it gave off 2004. How about this? 1990, 2004, kind of low budget.
Right. The old movies.
Fighting scenes.
Yeah.
You know.
So I want to congratulate this new movie because the visual.
Because now, yeah, you actually.
The spectacle was nice.
You take advantage of advantage of all this tech and high quality HD stuff that we get in 4K. And yep, this was again eye candy.
Also, there's like one joke that landed for me in this movie, not any of the other jokes, and it was the sign language joke, where the little girl calls one of the Skarsgårds a coward, and he thinks it means brave, and I was like, okay, that's funny, and then it pays off at the end, so that was good. I like that one. So to really nitpick the movie to its finer.
Now it's
details.
funny. It's funny that you say that because a lot of them are comedic. That was the comedic time. Actually, was supposed to be
to
with
them. Yeah, they didn't.
It was supposed to be to Millie Bobby Brown and what's his name again? Deadpool.
Yeah, Julian, whatever his actor's name is.
I'm sorry, I never watched Deadpool 2. Shh, don't tell me. And Chucky, Child's Play.
Yeah, Brian Tyree
Atlanta.
Henry from Atlanta. Now they tried to be funny.
They tried.
I only laughed because Brian Tyree is a good actor, but the lines, the writing is like.
No, it was
It was
I
okay.
chuckled.
It was a chuckle.
I chuckled.
It was a matter of let's try and make people laugh, but it didn't like.
But the sign language joke, like kind of.
That one was like okay.
It landed.
That landed.
And I feel like they didn't really try with that one. It was.
Yeah, right. They didn't expect that one to be as good. I did like Brian's screams. That was funny. The fact that he's a podcaster, I was like, okay. This is a thing now.
You watch Atlanta?
Yeah, that's a really good show. He's like an
I gotta watch
amazing
it.
actor.
I
By
gotta
the
watch
way,
it
he'll
then.
be in the Eternals, Marvel superhero movie.
Oh my gosh, we're really going with that now, huh?
Yeah.
I only know him because Child's Play.
Wow, that's like his least known thing. So.
That tells you how cultured I am with shows and stuff like that.
You were impressed even from that. So that's good.
Yeah.
Listen, I feel as if a lot of people are gonna get annoyed by Julian, the actor. He's in a lot of weird movies, a lot of weird roles. He was really good in Deadpool 2 and Hunt for the Wilder People. But in this movie, yet again, he is annoying. Not his fault. But he's being typecast, and Hollywood cut it out. That's it. That's all I have to say.
There you go.
I think that's it.